evening, thanks for joining us on the news at 8 today, the 11th day of July 2025. I am Chidimai Geruka. First, the major headline. Chima Anyaso's defection is empty noise. He couldn't deliver his constituency. Buhari won 2025 election with Tinubu's help, Onoga says. ADC denies claims of undermining democracy. We'll take our commercials and be right back with the details and many more. Please stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. The national chairman and the founder of the Young Progressive Party YPP, Comrade Emmanuel Bishop Amakri, has taken a swift at former Abia State Deputy Governorship candidate Dr. Chima Desmond Anyaso following his defection from the party, declaring that his exit poses no threat to the party structure or relevance. Speaking to Abn Tv exclusively in Abuja, Comrade Amakri said Anyaso's departure is not something that should cause concern within the party, as he failed to deliver any electoral victory during his time with the YPP, including in his own Bende constituency. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has renewed his appeal for the swift passage of the Special Seats Bill. Addressing a stakeholder engagement on Friday in Abuja, Kalu emphasized that improved women representation could boost Nigeria's GDP by 9%. He noted that the proposed legislation was not merely about inclusion, but a smart economic and democratic decision that Nigeria can no longer afford to ignore. The national chairman and the founder of the Young Progressive Party, Comrade Emmanuel Bishop, has reaffirmed the party's strength and stability in the face of recent defections, insisting that the exit of some individuals has not diminished the party's structure or relevance. Speaking during an exclusive interview on Abn TV flagship political program and political perspective, Amakri stated that in a democratic system, political mobility is a constitutional right and therefore not a cause for panic. The Deeper Life Bible Church has called for commensurate compensation following the demolition of its church building at 36 Anina Street, Lawrence Surulere, Lagos. The church also requested protection for its members while conducting lawful activities on the land, pending the resolution of the demolition case. This was disclosed by the church spokesman Mr. Taiwo Punto Mupolati in an interview with newsmen in Lagos on Friday. Citizens of Benue State have called for urgent and concrete action to end the ongoing wave of violence that has ravaged their community. The appeal came during a new central town hall held in Makurdi, which brought together traditional rulers, security personnel, civil society groups, survivors, and community leaders to confront the deepening crisis. The special advisor to the President Bola Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, has said that former President Muhammad Buhari would not have won the 2015 presidential election without the crucial support of Tinubu and the Action Congress of Nigeria. Speaking during an interview on Arise TV on Thursday night, Onanuga dismissed recent claims by former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, who argued that the merger that formed the All Progressive Congress in 2013 contributed only 3 million votes to Buhari's eventual win. The African Democratic Congress has affirmed that it has no intention of undermining Nigeria's democracy, clarifying that its mission is to wrest power from the ruling All Progressive Congress democratically. Interim National Publicity Secretary of the ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi, stated this in a statement on Thursday in Abuja. Abdullahi was reacting to a tweet by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga. The Senate has called on the federal government to rethink its approach to the power sector by ending the indirect enrichment of private electricity distribution companies with public funds. The Chairman Senate Committee on the Environment, Senator Yunus Abiodun Akintunde, APC Oyo Central, disclosed this at the plenary on Thursday. Speaking on the floor of the Senate, the lawmaker decried the current practice where government funds are being used to purchase electricity transformers for communities, only for the assets to be taken by discos. President and Chief Executive of Dangote Industry Limited, Alhaji Alinko Dangote, has commended the Nigerian Port Authority authority for the effective way it has handled the implementation of the federal government policy on domestic sales of crude oil and refined products in Naira. This is against the backdrop of Dangote donating a brand new coaster bus to the One-Stop Shop Committee to further ease on its operation. On entertainment news, Nigerian music star Divine Ikobo, popularly known as Rema, has shed light on the creative inspiration behind his rebranding ahead of the release of his Source More album, which dropped last year. In the lead by the album release, Rema adopted a noticeable darker antique, moving away from his earlier signature symbols such as his mugs and teddy bear. His new look, including tattoos, smoking, and a shift in the musical style and visual themes, changes that sparked mixed reaction among fans and critics. Now on foreign scene, Britain economy unexpectedly contracted from a second consecutive month in May, dealing on an early setback to Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Labour government as its attempt to spur growth. The gross domestic product (GDP) fell by 0.1% in May, following a sharper to 0.3% decline in April, according to data released Friday by the Office of the National Statistics (ONS). Economists had forecast a modest 0.1% increase. While on sports, Tottenham have completed the signing of Mohamed Kudus from West Ham and are on the verge of securing Morgan Gibbs-White from Nottingham Forest in a double transfer deal worth over $100 million. Kudus joined Spurs in a reported $55 million move, becoming the first player to transfer directly from the West Ham to Tottenham since 2011. The Ghana's international arrival will soon be followed by Gibbs-White after Tottenham triggered a $60 million release clause in the midfielder's Forest contract. Chelsea forward Nicholas Jackson could be on his way out of Stamford Bridge following the club's decision to allow winger Noni Madueke to join Premier League rivals Arsenal. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the Ivorian striker may be the next to leave, with a giant AC Milan already making an enquiry. However, Chelsea's valuations of the former virile man is currently seen as too high by the Italian side. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, a recap on our major headlines. Chima Anyaso defects his empty noise. He couldn't even deliver his constituency. Buhari won 2015 election with Tinubu's help, says Onanuga. ADC denies claim of undermining democracy. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng or follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Chidima Egeroka. Do have a pleasant night rest and stay safe.